Okay, today I thought we'd play with Jimmy Neutron's radio-controlled canine dog, Goddard. This came out in 2001 as well. Here's the remote control. Takes 1 9-volt battery. You can see you've got various controls, which we'll get into in a second. Let's go ahead and take a look at the box, see if there's anything there that you might want to read. Apparently, is all the other figures that they had at that time. Anything else back here? I'd never actually ran this toy before. See, it was actually cost me almost 3 times as much as it did the walking Jimmy Neutron robot thingy. I guess I decided I had to have this after I had the other one so cheap. So, you've got this colorful box. Oh, I see there is an instruction manual in there. I hadn't noticed that before. Let's pull that out. I thought it was just, who knows, we may actually learn something here. There's all kinds of little panels on the dog that you can open up to actually see the motors and the electronics on the inside. Gosh, not quite sure. It takes 3 C cells in the dog, which go in the back. You have to have a screwdriver to get in there. And unfortunately, my C cells are not very fresh. Plus, it's in the 30s out here in the hut. I'm going to rush this along because I don't think we really need a lot of this disclaimer crap. And it looks like the batteries are getting ready to go dead on the video camera. So, on the top of the dog, you can open this up and you can actually see inside. Here's the radio receiver stuff. Here's the motor. Here's the main on-off switch, which I've just switched to on. There's one little push button on the side for a sound effect. And let's see, let's try this button on top. I'm not hearing anything. I'm not getting anything. So you can see that it has a hop walk function. Okay, we've heard that one before. Panting. And give it a bounce and a growl. I'm not quite sure what that sound's supposed to be. Could be my batteries are too low for it to work right. That's supposed to be the walking action. We can see the motor's having a hard time. There's a strong spring in there that it has to pull down. And it makes a spring boink type sound when it does it too. So basically it's a hopper. Oh, they have light up eyes. I hadn't noticed the eyes that light up. Speaker ports out this side. I'm going to kind of help it there. The eyes light while he's doing that? Yeah, they do. I'd say it actually works pretty good for being that each one of the batteries is only putting out about a volt and a quarter instead of a volt and a half. So between the 3 batteries, you're almost losing a whole volt. So it actually is performing fairly well considering all that. So those are the functions of the Jimmy Neutron Goddard dog. Radio controlled, 2001, sold by Matel. I think that's about all we can add to that. Did we take a close look up at everything in the dog? You can see his brain inside that bubble. Ooh, his brain spins around when you move it. He had the moving tongue when he was moving his mouth around. On the bottom, the only writing I see is the 27 megahertz. On the back there's a little bit of writing there. And it's like I say, there's these doors on top that you can open, which I think we've already looked in, but let's try it again just in case there's anything in here. You can see the main hopping motor is here, and there's some big springs on either side that it has to overcome. You can actually see the electronics here. Battery pack is in the rear. I don't think there were any lights on the inside here when it was on. Let's see. No. So it's 2 motor units. The hopping one seems to be here, unless they're doing a reverse motor shift thing. I can't tell. I can't tell by looking. They might be. 2 circuit boards. I think the one over here is the radio controlled circuit board, and this one must be the audio and the motor control. I don't know if we'd be able to see those springs moving there. I don't think we can get the lighting right to actually see what's going on when you try to try to pull those legs in. Oh, yeah, I can move it by hand and you can see. See how it raises that big bar there? And there's 2 big hefty springs which make it hop. And that's why you need your full battery power to get the full effect.